Hi, Bobcat fans. We're here, opening drive. Guy Walker, myself, and head coach Josh Strickland. This segment sponsored by Roof Masters and your local Hallsville Sonic. Coach, coming off a bye week, man. Tell me before we go into any other questions, what's it like coming off of a bye week?
It's been really good for us. We were able to get some things corrected just on our side of things, not even worried about our opponent last week. And then the intensity's picked up in practice this week, and the cold front came in. That doesn't hurt anything.
Makes it nice.
Everybody's dying to get out there this afternoon because it feels great out there for what we just did, our practice we just had. So, but it's been really, really good. The kids are, man, they're fired up. They're ready to go. They know these are the ones that count, and so it's been really, really good at practice.
Yeah, that's what we was talking about earlier. And you have 3 different seasons, preseason, and then district starts. That's your season in the playoff season.
Yeah.
And this is whenever you start keeping score.
Yeah, it really is. And everything you do up until this point is, and for us, and me coming in July the 6th or 7th, who are we as a team? Okay, make those adjustments during that bye week, and then let's go get after it on Friday.
I think we've made adjustments every week. Watching every week, we get better. We're just putting it all together. Just a couple of boo-boos here and there, and we're right there. I feel like.
Yeah, and when you come in this late, one of the things you can always make scheme adjustments. That's just part of coaching. It's kind of the personnel stuff that you really I don't know these guys. Didn't see them in the off season. One of those kind of deals. So the personnel changes are the things that probably the most drastic out of anything.
Well, you see who your leaders are.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know them until you put them on the field in the battle and say,
right.
Oh, like Cam, he's one of your leaders. You can tell, but during practice you can't see it, but during the game you can.
Yeah, and I tell you what, speaking of Cam, that guy right there, just from week 1 to week 3, and some of the things I've heard on the sideline as far as leadership from him, man. When some of your best players, your best leaders, you become a lot better football team.
Before we go, Coach, into Jacksonville, you said something that I'm going to kind of take us a different direction for a second. Not knowing your players coming in so late in the year, how do you determine the kids where you're going to put them at, Coach? Not ever seen them play before. Right. I mean, is it something you go off of just where they played last year, and then you make adjustments off of that, off of what your staff has said? How do you make those decisions?
A little bit of all of the above. I talked to the staff a lot about personnel stuff. The good thing is I did get here in time that some of our summer workouts and the way the UIL allows us to have some of those things in the summer, I was able to get those guys who can throw, who can catch, who can do this, who can throw up the weight. Now, until you put the pads on, all that's you're just kind of putting people where you think they're going to be. And then when the pads come on, you just kind of verify it through that. So, it's not unique to us on a hire this late. There's hires late all across the state, so there's no excuses. We just got to do a good job of finding the guys in the right place, getting them where they fit in, and let's get after it.
Jacksonville. Tell me a little bit, and the fans at home listening, what does Jacksonville present that y'all are having to get ready for?
They got some guys that if they get in the open field, then we may struggle to catch them from behind.
Right.
So we need to corral those guys at the line of scrimmage on defense, and we're on defense. And then, their athleticism, they're big up front too. They really are. And so when those guys decide they want to get after it, they are a really, really good football team.
Are they typically in the past, of course, we've all seen Jacksonville, Buckhounds, and are they still a predominant throwing team, or are they more balanced this year?
They're pretty balanced. They have some downfield route concepts. They have true running game, and then just almost like everybody now, they have their RPO stuff where they may get a pre-snap read or some post-snap reads. The quarterback does a good job of getting out of his hand fairly early. There's another McCown back there at quarterback, so he gets it out pretty quick.
I guess everybody's pretty much going with RPO.
Yeah, I think if you sit back and don't do it the way the rules are kind of geared towards the offense a little bit, I think you might be a little bit disadvantaged, honestly.
The fans at home, and I'll ask you this first: have you been to the Tomato Bowl since they renovated it?
Not since the renovation.
The fans at home, the world famous Tomato Bowl, they're coming in. I've heard there's been some changes, but it used to be there's a brick wall that if you went out of bounds, you were going to hit. There was a French drain that if you went literally a yard out of bounds, you could break an ankle. And train that went by, and just wondering, I guess my question is, do you have any memories from the Tomato Bowl?
Yes, I have a couple, and they're both bad.
They're both bad.
Yeah. I'm hoping that whenever they renovated that thing, some of our bad juju that I've been a part of is gone. My senior year, we got beat first district game 24-20. That's actually 22 years ago. It's going to be 22 years to the day. I was looking through our old senior book the other day, and it's September 24th at Jacksonville, which is what Friday night will be, which is kind of weird. And then my first game I ever coached, Sulphur Springs 2005, on Friday night, we go to the Tomato Bowl, and the first play of the game was a pick six, not for the good guys. So, I was like, no, not this place again.
Tell me real quick, Coach, before this segment ends, keys to winning this week.
I think for us, on offense, it's controlling the football, controlling the line of scrimmage. And you can say that every single week. But when you're in a place like we're at now, where we're able to overcome adversity a little bit better each and every week, man, controlling the ball and controlling the clock is key for every side of the ball, okay, offense and defense. Defense is going to be rallying to the ball, hold on to them, and wait for your guys to get there and finish them off, okay, when we're tackling them. So controlling the line of scrimmage is going to be huge this week.
Real quick, have we gotten healthy?
We are healthy.
And starting to heal up from all the injuries and everything. That's the beautiful thing about the bye week.
Yeah, no, he just throwed it in.
I'm not going to let him do it to me right there.
Come on now.
Hey, fans at home, this has been the opening drive. Head coach Josh Strickland, first district game of the year. I want to say a thank you to our sponsors, Roof Masters, and our local Hallsville Sonic guys. Thank y'all, and we'll see y'all next time.
Yep, thanks.